Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, we're going to be talking about a couple of things that Sunni Minx, one of the newest cast members of Love and Marriage Huntsville, some things that she said about Destiny during her interview with Dustin Ross. Now, before we get into these details, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. You hear us content creators ask you to do this on every single video that we do, because then YouTube will recommend this video to more people who enjoy discussing Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you. And also, the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these sound bites are allowed for criticism. All right, so let's get into it. Now, this first sound bite, Sunni actually talks about how she booked Destiny as well as Melody Cherie for a show in St. Louis, which is Sunni and Moses' hometown, where they would be two of the opening acts for Monica. So she's going to give some specifics on how Destiny moves when she is booked for a live performance.
The girl who kind of had attitude, and would get, kind of snappy with people at times, but I could handle that because, like I said, I have thicker skin. Okay. So working for her was just challenging just because she was deemed a difficult one to work with. So, it was just like kind of pulling teeth sometimes, just trying to get her to open up more to show her story, because everybody kept saying, she ain't got story. So, it was not easy in that aspect of my job, but she was down to earth.
Okay, and I remember in tonight's episode, I noticed you said that you had poured into Destiny during your time as her producer off camera. You even mentioned that you had helped pay for some things. So let's dig a little bit more into that statement specifically. Like, what kind of ways can you identify that you poured into her?
Yeah, so I felt sorry for Destiny because she was one who often shared the sadder parts of her story. Right.
Okay.
She had a lot going on at the time. She was claiming domestic violence at that time. I saw that her business was failing at the time. It was so many things that was just like crumbling in her life. And me, I'm naturally a person who speaks life into people. I naturally help people because that's just who I am. So there was a time when I got her booked for the Monica show. And I had also got Mel booked for the Monica show because I was like, I'm a producer. I'm trying to create story, right? I'm like, this could help these girls. This would also be good for the story.
Okay.
And so,
because at the time there was a rift.
There was a rift between their relationship, and they were also heavily pursuing music, throughout the show. So I was like, okay, well, I got connections in music, and I have connections here in St. Louis. I could get them to open up for anybody that comes to St. Louis. So I was like, the Monica show, I thought it would be a great opportunity. And I wanted to get the crew and the cameras here in St. Louis. I'm not going to lie to you. So in the process of that, she couldn't afford to get dancers. She couldn't afford to, make sure things would run smoothly so she could have a good show. And I didn't want her to look crazy performing in front of St. Louis because St. Louis is the type of crowd that will boo you.
Yeah.
So I put her with some dancers. You know what I mean? And because I knew Mel was coming with her A game. I knew she was coming with dances, outfits, and everything like that. So I helped to get the dances for her, got her makeup done because she didn't have any of those things planned. I didn't want her to look like a fool in front of St. Louis. And, this was something that was big for both of them. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to make sure she was doing. That was how, I consider myself pointing to her because I paid for things I didn't have to pay for. But it was just because I felt like she didn't have many resources at that time to do anything. So.
Okay, so you bet.
Okay, so that is some interesting facts that I want to get into. Now, in the beginning of the soundbite, Sunni talked about how basically amongst production, Destiny had a rep for being hard to produce. they would actually say she does not have storyline. Destiny wanted production to follow her when it came to Madani and any partnerships that she was trying to get amongst, like with beauty products. But obviously, like, I don't even really see Destiny having any paid partnerships. Does she, like on Instagram? I don't see her making IG reels where she's holding up any products. And, obviously she does not have Madani anymore. So it would have been kind of sad to watch her on these attempts at business ventures. But, the sad things that were going on in her personal life, Sunni's words, Sunni used the adjective sad, to describe some of the things that Destiny was going through, because according to Destiny, allegedly she was saying that she was experiencing DV, and she was struggling with Madani, and then she had gone through the divorce. But those personal things she did not want to share. But in my opinion, she wanted to give like this false sense of business acumen, and she wanted the cameras to show that. So it sounds like Sunni felt sorry for the girl, and she wanted, to try and encourage her by offering her a chance to perform at a Monica show in St. Louis. Now, during this interview with podcaster Dustin Ross, Sunni did admit that she also wanted the cameras to be in her hometown of St. Louis. I think that's fair. I think that anyone, who's proud of their hometown, you're glad whenever they might get an opportunity to shine. So I get that. So she asked both Destiny and Melody. Sunni said that Destiny got so mad at her upon learning that Sunni also made room for Melody to perform at that same show. She said that Destiny asked her, "Why are you helping Melody?" before she stopped speaking to Sunni for a while. That is acting like a child having a tantrum, like, "I'm not going to be your friend no more." Like, that's how Destiny was treating Sunni. You actually stopped speaking to her because she got Melody booked for the Monica show. And you know what Sunni said? She said she knew she was not going to have to worry about Melody. She knew that Melody would have background dancers, costumes, a stylist, makeup artist, all that. She said Destiny could not afford background dancers or makeup artists. So Sunni secured those very important things for Destiny's performance. That is huge. That is those are major expenses covered. Destiny, did you say thank you? Oh my gosh. And I've never heard Destiny speak on that in the interviews that she has done thus far. So I know that some people, shout out to Shay Renee Online. I remember like watching one of her lives. It would have been the last time Destiny was on the show, like season 5. And I remember her saying Destiny gives a drug dealer girlfriend. And that's kind of like, that's such an accurate, spot on way to describe Destiny. Like, no thinking for herself, no hard work ethic, no let me think of a plan that I can execute that's realistic, that can get me to the next level, that can get my needs supplied. Let me take care of business and handle this and get this done myself. She gives, please think for me. And please just give me what I need to survive, and that's too bad. I don't know what to say, because Destiny is at least 35. I'm guessing closer to 40. And now she has a little boy to think of. It just seems like the coping and survival skills. And then she needs that and beyond, because she has a kid now to think of. But there's definitely more that I want to get into when it comes to Destiny. This next soundbite just really threw me for a loop. Like, I was so shocked. So Sunni Minx, just to keep a perspective, she was Destiny's producer. The producer where they talked often, because Sunni, her job was to discover storyline within Destiny and pursue that. Well, we also saw the friendship dissolve between Destiny and Melody. And once the friendship was over, according to Sunny, allegedly, Destiny became vicious.
When it comes to like making the choice of, like you said, blind loyalty or just being principled in that way, I move by the code too. I'm from Flint, Michigan, so I know about, it's just a certain way that you have to move out here, when it comes to integrity and being principled and who you are. What was it that, were there things that you saw or experienced during your time working closely with Destiny that influenced your choice to maybe not be her friend, or influenced your choice to say, well, I'm not going to stand on being principled as I normally would? Because I feel like that's what you're saying. Normally, this is not a relationship that you would have pursued because of the connection that you all had, which was his ex. Was your decision to pursue the relationship influenced by anything that you saw or experienced during your time with Destiny? If so, would you share that with us?
That is such a great question. And yes, there was so many things that I saw. And this is, I really hate to like bash a person, right? But I also am a person, I can read people really quickly. It don't take me long to be in a room with you and know your personality, know your flaws, know things that I don't rock with, know the things that I connect with, because that's just who I am. And I'm a producer, so I can read the room and read the people well. Very early on, I saw how she moved with people who she called friends. Mel, for example, she would, I didn't know the full extent for their relationship because I wasn't there at some of the times, I guess, when they were really, really close. But I was there doing the breakout. And I judge friendship too, even when you break up, right? How do you handle a person when you break up? When someone is so quick to spread the bad things that this person done about who she slept with, how terrible a person she is, literally like giving me people to call who could bash her, how her handle Mel like that, knowing that she had told me Mel had given her money and been there for her, and the same token was there for her and this and that. I'm thinking like, why would I be so quick to call you my friend? And this girl has done things that most friends don't do. I don't know nobody going around handing out $5,000 and helping people pay bills and calling you every day, checking in. And so the way she handled that friendship, I took heed to that. I'm like, you would do me the same way. If we get into it, what's going to be the difference from somebody who has been your friend for however many years? I've only known you for a few months. And yet you telling me all the dirt you can on this girl. And I don't even know you like that. So I just don't, I'm not that naive. I look at everything for what it is. And when I saw how she would handle that person just because they wasn't cool no more for whatever reason, see, I don't do that. If we fall out, I ain't finna go around and bash and spread all your dirt just because I don't like you no more. I can still wish you well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and tell all Destiny dirt or the little dirt I do know. Because guess what? I still wish you well. But when I saw that, I'm just like, I don't need no more iffy friends in my life. The people that I'm rocking with 20 years, we solid.
Okay, so that was very explosive for me. That you would want to be so low down that you would give names to your producer to reach out to get them to try and bash Mel. First of all, are these legitimate people who even know Melody personally? Or are they just people who want to be on camera of a popular reality TV show and they're willing to make up something so that their names and faces are in the blogs and their follower count on Instagram increases significantly? That was what I instantly thought of when Sunny said that. She was giving me names of people that could bash Melody, and she wanted to aim for Melody's body count, if you will. Now, for those who may not know the term body count, no, I'm not talking about if somebody gets murked, okay? I'm talking about in the bedroom, that body count. Why is there such an obsession between Martell and Destiny? There is such an obsession with what Melody Cherie does in the privacy of her bedroom. I remember the last reunion that Destiny did for season 5. And Destiny says to Melody, She was sitting across from her. She was saying, you know, if I had to talk about Martell being a cheater in his marriage, I would have to say the same about you. And I remember the camera showing Martell, and he goes, "Ooh," you know. And Melody said, "Oh, what do you know? Whatever you have to say, please say it." You know, Melody did not back down. She was daring her, you know, spill the tea. And of course, Destiny did not, because there was no tea to spill. I just feel like, why is there such an obsession with what she does, you know, and what her kitty cat got going on? That is just ridiculous. But they really think that they could sex shame her. They really think that they can sex shame her. Kind of like how the society we live in does Meg the Stallion. I feel like she is constantly being judged and taunted for how open she is. I feel like Martell and Destiny, that they have that same obsession with Melody, not because of any openness, is for a different reason, just to be mean, and just thinking that if they use that type of shame, that they can really humiliate and embarrass her. I think it's because they know she's so classy and her mom is so classy. So they figured if they could sex shame her, then that will make them feel very humiliated. But if anyone is professional and self-controlled and can work around, you know, a bunch of sleazy people, it's definitely Melody. But I just wanted to point that out, the obsession, you know, with her sexuality and her body count. And then that was something that she was trying to go for and trying to use Sunny to do it. My goodness. So even then, like if it became very serious, let's say Sunny did call those people, you know, allegedly that Destiny gave her the info on, the names, and they went on camera and they said crazy stuff. You know, even if Melody sought some sort of recourse from that, you know, Destiny would just say, well, I mean, all I did was give Sunny some names. I didn't really tell her that she had to do anything, or I didn't make them talk. You know, she would try to make it seem like she really wasn't involved. So kudos to Sunny that she did not pursue those people that she was tipped off about. It's obvious that Sunny is a good judge of character, like she confidently said, because she knew not to go that route. But then she also, in the back of her mind, made a mental note. She said, you know, if you would do Melody that way, of course, you know, you would do me away. So she kind of had her antennas up when it came to Destiny, and that was definitely very smart. And another thing that I wanted to say earlier in the first soundbite in the beginning, when she was saying basically that Destiny had a rep amongst production for not having storyline, not being very open, not sharing much of her personal life, that did not surprise me at all, because from the viewer perspective, many of us have been saying that since day one. So that does not surprise me that behind the camera on the production side, that they were actually on the same page as us when it came to Destiny. So I know that it is a humiliating storyline for your producer to marry your ex-boyfriend. But when it comes to Destiny Payton, because she is so closed off, of course, this would be her storyline, because there's no other way for her to dig deep and share that on camera. But I want to know in the comments, what do you all think about, you know, Sunny fronting the money for securing background dancers and a makeup artist for Destiny, allegedly for a show in St. Louis? And what do you think about Destiny trying to provide names of people to Sunny that would willingly bash Melody on a reality TV show? How low can you go? How low can you go? Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the support. Please hit the like button on this video, because it is a free way of supporting the channel. And please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. I hope that you all have been enjoying the weekend. I have. I'm glad that tomorrow is Sunday. I'm going to chill for as long as I can before I go to the gym and grocery shopping. But yeah, I hope you've been enjoying the weekend. Well, I will talk with you all soon. Bye.